Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? Natalie is jealous as no, seriously, Natalie, girl, you are jealous, girl. And we already knew this, but baby, it's like your true colors and the way that you really feel about Scotty, your supposed sister. Baby, girl, please. Okay, baby, so I'm gonna try to keep this review real short and sweet because honestly, it was the season finale, but baby, it was not finale-ing because it felt like another filler episode. So let's go ahead and just try to breeze through this, baby, okay? So Ivory and Melanie Fox are running their round as soon as the episode starts. Baby, I'm not gonna lie, when it first started off, it was very sloppy. Mel tried to kick Ivory, she missed. Ivory does that stupid ass, wide ass, dumb ass wind up punch that she always does when she cocks her arm all the way back and try to punch. Girl, she did that and she missed. I hate when Ivory does that shit. Then, like I said, at first it was sloppy. Then Mel goes in head first. And I don't know why she does that. Like, she throws herself and she throws her weight. But like when she does that, she goes head first with her head down. Why are you doing that? Now Ivory is piecing your ass up again. Oh my God. Girl, but not too much because Melanie, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she was rushing a little bit and throwing her weight. So she was able to get more hits in this time than she was doing last time. But baby, that did not last long before Ivory started to uppercut her. And when I tell you, when Ivory was uppercutting, baby, it was connecting. Okay, real bad. After this, it was just sloppy again. They were swinging everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was messy. It was sloppy. I feel like the first round when they first started, it was a lot better. But I don't know, Mel did better this round though, so I'll give her that. But it was just sloppy as hell. Like, they were just swinging everywhere. But again, that did not last long. You know, because Ivory got her again after this, you know what I'm saying? Because she had put Melanie Fox up against the table, okay? But, you know what I'm saying? Mel was in there the best she could do, but she lost, okay? She lost. It was times where the fight would get sloppy, and they were both being sloppy and fighting like they were drunk. But then Ivory would, like, come back, and then it was never a time where Melanie was getting the best of Ivory. It was either they were fighting sloppy as hell, missing their hits, missing their kicks, or Ivory had her up, like I said, or Ivory was getting her. But, like, it was not a time where Mel actually got the best of Ivory, in my opinion, okay? Girl, so in my opinion, I feel like it was embarrassing only because she literally came in, fought, and got kicked out. Like, she didn't even like, hey, hi, my name is Mel, da-da-da-da-da. Like, it was none of that. Like, even the special guests that be coming in for like an episode still making like a little entrance. Like, she had an entrance and an exit, like Ivory said. Like, I hate that for her. I really do. That's why I really wish she would have went to the reunion. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. Girl, after that last round, everyone around her was laughing and basically clowning her, like licking Ivory's cat and dick riding. And this is my opinion, and I said what I said because I seen some of the fans in the comments like, oh, they've been around Ivory, da-da-da-da-da. They've been around Ivory, they don't know Mel. Mel is an outsider to them. I understand that. But if I knew what happened, which I'm pretty sure y'all know because Tinkerbella got in the confessionals popping it about, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know a good amount of y'all know what happened between Mel and Ivory. I don't give a damn how long I've been around somebody. If somebody else comes in to stand on business about literally getting piss thrown at them in their sleep, baby, I'm not hyping up the next bitch who threw the piss. That's disgusting. And I feel like y'all are just nasty by association. And I said what I said. Y'all are nasty because y'all are hyping this hoe up and she did what she did. Like I said, I understand that they've been around Ivory more than Mel. They don't know Mel. Mel is an outsider. I understand. I get that. I get that. Trust me. I get it. But baby, girl, I be damned if I ever hype up the next bitch who was nasty enough to throw pee on somebody while they were sleeping. Yeah, no, yeah. Mel, come here, stand on business, and I promise you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yes, baby, they were all, I'm not gonna lie, if I was Mel, everybody would have had to run me. Like, everybody, all y'all gonna have to run me that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This ain't here, just like I said, just hyping Ivory. I felt bad for Mel a little bit. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, just hyping Ivory up, doing the most. Tinkerbella gets in her confessional, talking shit. Oh, she's like, like, I don't even know why Mel came. She got beat up. And then she goes to say, like, at least it wasn't pissed this time. Bitch, what? You're nasty, ho. You're nasty for even saying something like that. Like, girl, what? So while the girls were hyping Ivory up, Ivory was like yelling at Mel, like literally kicked her out pretty much. Like, she was like, bye, 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 da-da-da-da-da. Girl, oh my gosh, I would have crashed out, girl. If I was Mel, I would have been so upset. And like I said, Tink is popping it in her confessionals, telling Melanie, like, you should have sat this one out. Girl, shut up. What are you talking about? If somebody, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why y'all have these expectations and standards for somebody when y'all wouldn't even do it yourself. If somebody literally threw their fluids, their bodily fluids on y'all would have never let that go. Y'all would have never let that go. Like, girl, what are we talking about? Just because she may have came in and lost that fight, what does that mean? Why does she have to sit it out? I don't understand. And like I said, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but it just don't make no sense to me. Win, lose, or draw, if she wants to stand on business because somebody violated her, and she's not no scary ass hoe like y'all, or picky choosy like y'all trying to clown her for losing, that don't make no sense. She stood on business. Big business, baby. For being disrespected, win, lose, or draw. Now it's, oh, you should have sat this one out. Oh, at least it wasn't pissed this time. Girl, please. Like, these girls are hypocrites. Like, Tinkerbella, like, you was trying to drag out the situation with Pretty P and do a lot with the situation with Pretty P for way less, for much less. And you're telling somebody that they should have sat this one out when it came to them getting pissed. Girl, bye. Okay, again, so the entire, like, they're in a frenzy. Mind you, this is supposed to be a quote-unquote dinner. These hoes, girl, there's no place, no spoons, no food, no nothing, ho. These hoes are not eating. They're I'm saying, like, they're running fades, okay? So, automatic, like I said, everybody is in a frenzy. They're yelling at each other. They're cussing each other out, reading each other down. Girl, Anna Mac is still mad, okay? She's still mad. Clearly, girl, I'm talking about mad. And then my thing is, if she whooped Summer the way that y'all say that she did, or if she whooped Summer the way that she said that she did, she would not be this mad. Like, she is mad. Like, mad. Like, this is the maddest I've seen Anna Mac all season. But I get it, girl. She done got tossed on the ground, girl. Toss here, toss there. She done went round for round with Summer, girl. I get it, girl. Adrenaline, I get it. So, Anna Mac is rightfully so mad, girl. She's mad, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? She's got done going round for round. And I'm not going to lie, girl. Summer pulled hair whole time. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, she did. She did. And like I said before, that gave her an advantage over Anna Mac. And like I said, I understand why Anna Mac is mad. Because I'll be damned if I know good and damn well that I can beat you up. I know I can beat you up. No shade. I know I can beat you up. And I'm trying to throw hands and you're steady pulling my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would be upset too. No shade. Summer would have had to run me that again. But, yes. So, Anna Mac is mad. Like I said, she calls out Nunu. Like, in my opinion, I feel like this was so random. Like, I thought that you and Nunu were like, she was like, Nunu, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you want to do? Get out. You can run that too. It was so random. Like, why are you calling out Nunu? You need to call out the hoe that just tossed you on the ground and put you on your knees and pulled hair whole time. Go call out that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're calling out the wrong people. Like, Nunu ain't said nothing to you. Okay? And my thing is call out Big Lex. She just jumped Jayla the night before. Knotted Jayla up and had her leaking last episode. You know, yeah. And called out all y'all fade and y'all ain't want none of that. Call out Big Lex. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to call out the hoes that you need to call out. Why are you calling out Nunu? But let's get on Nunu. Nunu should have stood up and got that hoe. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I understand that Nunu and Anna has been cool. That's more of a reason. Like, cause if you know that we literally seen Nunu and Anna talk it out so many times. They clearly do not have an issue. Nunu's only issue has been with Biggie. She has not addressed Anna. She has not gave Anna no type of energy. Nothing. And now all of a sudden, Anna Mac is calling out Nunu for what? Nunu should have got up and got that hoe. Because she can't beat you. So it's like, why are you just... Girl, get this hoe. What are we talking about right now? Girl, like I said, I feel like Nunu should have stood up. Why? Nunu, she just called you out for a fade. Why are you sitting down? Get this hoe. Okay? Child. So Automatic gets on a mic and start popping it to Summer and Big Lex. Girl, be quiet. You let Summer fling you on the ground. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you was quiet when Big Lex called out your fade. That's what I'm saying. Why are you on the mic popping it? But when Big Lex literally called you out to fight, you didn't say anything. Like, I just don't get it. Child, so Natalie and Rolly, which is just, like I said, this whole dynamic is so fake. Like I said, these hoes will talk shit about somebody, talk about them, and then link up with them 2 episodes later to talk about somebody else. It's just, girl, like, Scotty, Jayla, and Natalie was just sitting up talking about Rolly and how Rolly was mad about the whole Tommy thing. And now Rolly and Natalie are together linking up talking about Scotty, and Scotty's over there with Jayla. It just don't make no sense. Like, y'all are not real friends. Y'all are TV friends. Like, I just cannot stress this enough. So anyways, girl, Natalie and Rolly are outside popping it about Scotty. Okay, Natalie is mad because of course Scotty clocked her last episode. In my opinion, I feel like they clocked each other. Like, but Scotty definitely clocked Natalie. Jayla is your friend at the end of the day. Oh, no, quote unquote friend. So again, like I said, it's hard to feel bad for these girls because y'all keep putting Natalie on this pedestal knowing that she's fake. So it's like, how many times does she have to show y'all that she's fake for y'all to understand that she's fake and she does not have y'all back? She's going to always put business and money before y'all. You know what I'm saying? Friendship or not, y'all know how she is. Like, everybody knows how she is. We done watched this lady on TV for so many years. She has always been the same way. Nothing has changed about her. What is she telling y'all behind the scenes to make y'all believe that she is this real ass bitch that's gonna jump in a fight for you? You know she's not gonna jump in a fight for you. Girl, please. Anyways, so child, like I said, Natalie is mad because Scotty clocked her. Okay, imagine being this irate and mad about something Scotty told you where Rolly told you the exact same thing in a worse manner. Rolly told you the same thing. Rolly told you that you pick and choose. Rolly told you that you don't be in the paint and that they be basically in the paint for you, and that you're friendly to girls who popped it about you while they're in the field with those girls. Rolly told you the exact same thing and even added a little razzle dazzle and called you out your name in the process of telling you about yourself. But you did not have this energy with Rolly. And that's what I'm saying. So again, with Scotty, it's like, Scotty, Natalie shows you so many times. Oh my God. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But it's like, you can't even feel bad for the hoe. Because she continues to defend Natalie. She continues to have Natalie's back. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, Natalie expects, and this is what I can't stand about Natalie. Like, if you're going to be a fake ass hoe, be a fake ass hoe. But when they're being fake back to you, don't say nothing. Or when they're simply matching your energy, don't say nothing. Over the seasons, Scotty and Jayla has had Natalie's back. With so much things. Catching fades for her, all that. But where's Natalie that's what I'm saying. So it's like, y'all doing for Natalie what Natalie can't even do for y'all. So again, it's hard to feel bad for these hoes. It's hard to feel bad for you. But it doesn't make it any less frustrating because Natalie is fake. She is fake. But, you know, girl, please. So like I said, girl, Rolly told you the same exact thing. You didn't have none of this energy with Rolly at all. Like I said, added a little razzle dazzle and called you the B word. Girl, all that. And you know, and you ain't do nothing. Not a thing. But girl, It don't make no sense. Okay, girl, you did not pop your itch like this to Rolly when Rolly told you the same exact thing. Natalie and Scotty's friendship is a joke. Every friendship that Natalie has is a joke, but Scotty and Natalie's friendship in particular is a joke. Because you can tell that Natalie does not like Scotty. You can tell that Natalie is jealous of Scotty. You can tell, and then Scotty just keeps going back. Like, why you, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're weak-minded, and you clearly do not care that much about yourself or think too much of yourself if you're willing to stay in a friendship like this where you know this person does not like you. And you can tell that Natalie does not like Scotty just by the way that she talks to her every time Scotty pisses her off. She lets it loose every single time. That girl don't like you. Okay? Especially like when you compare it. Like, it's one thing if Natalie did that every single time she got pissed off at somebody, but she doesn't. She only does it to Scotty. Nobody else. Girl, next. Anyways, yeah, so their friendship is a joke. Anna starts popping it about Summer's baby daddy that's in a wheelchair. Girl, a mess. It's a mess, okay? The girls are in the sprinter, and they said that they still want to fight. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. The OGs are mad, y'all. The OGs are mad. They still want to fight. The new girls, they still want to fight. I get it. Like I said, girl, so they're in the sprinter or whatever. Natalie pops her head out the truck and gets the popping shit. Girl, when I tell you Biggie clocked her so bad, like, girl, you're protected. You're in that truck. You're protected by not only security, but again, you're secured in the truck. Why are you popping it outside the truck? Oh, you should have did that outside the truck. Girl, so Natalie calls Scotty ugly. Girl, she's not ugly. Far from ugly. She's like, yeah, you're ugly. Big Lex is prettier than you. Okay, and Big Lex is prettier than you too. She is prettier than you. Like, I don't understand. It's the pot calling the kettle black. Girl, Scotty's not ugly. Scotty is beautiful. Scotty's far from ugly. You're delusional, babe. 40 delusional and washed up. She looks better than you too, baby. She looks better than you too. Okay, girl, somebody put this hoe on a zip liner. Anyways, so Natalie is, like I said, Natalie is jealous of Scotty. And then Anna was eating Natalie up on the sprinter and in the confessionals. Eating her down. Clocking her down. Because again, you expect loyalty from these girls. And when it's time to get in the paint and when it hits the fan, these girls have your back, but you never have theirs. Baby, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Like, So Anna Mac gets to popping it about Big Lex again, and she keeps bringing up the fact that Big Lex played basketball. And like, oh, like you didn't make it in basketball. So what do you mean Big Lex didn't make it in basketball? Like, I don't care too much for Big Lex, but like, what do you mean she didn't make it in basketball? She played basketball all throughout her college career. What are you talking about? She didn't make it in basketball. She went to college, graduated college, played basketball the entire time she was in college, and didn't play basketball anymore after that. Like, that, what do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least she actually went, like, it just don't make no sense. And she kept talking about, like, legacies and, oh, like, your basketball legacy is over. Like, how do you know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all just be saying anything. When y'all be mad and irate and mad at the next bitch, y'all say anything to make yourselves feel better. Because we can say the same thing about your music career. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least Big Lex actually went off and played basketball for years out of college and graduated. It's not even like now it's one thing if like she would have dropped out of college, but she didn't drop out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she actually made it through. She graduated and then she became a baddie right after. What? That's more than what you, girl. That's more than what you did, girl. No shade. Like, girl, I'm not going to say too much because I don't, but it's like, Anna Mac, please. We can say the same thing about your music career, baby. We can say the same exact thing. We can say the same thing about a lot of y'all because a lot of you guys are so talented. A lot of y'all are so talented, but you guys are on Baddies. Instead of pursuing your talents and, you know what I'm saying? Especially you, because you've been on Baddies for, like, what? East Caribbean. 3 going on 4 seasons now because you also got casted for Baddies Africa. So you were on 3 seasons going on 4. And what have you done with your music career? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Big Lex could say the same thing about you. Like, a lot of y'all are on this show, and especially the OGs, a lot of y'all are so talented, are on the show, wasting y'all talent being on this show. Like, a lot of you guys do the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not only Big Lex. And at least Big Lex went off and pursued basketball on an actual team in college and graduated and finished. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot more than what a lot of y'all have done. Okay, so the next day, Natalie calls Big Lex and tells her that they are going to go hiking. You know what I'm saying? And then in the next scene, Jayla is confronting Natalie about being a punk ass hoe. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Natalie was definitely over-explaining herself and copping pleas in Jayla's face. But then in the next scene, with Rolly, she was popping it. And Jayla was pressing her, like confronting her. So again, that's what I'm saying with Natalie, with the picky, choosy stuff. If that was Scotty that was pressing Natalie like that face to face, Natalie would have hauled off and slapped the mess out of Scotty. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you're copping pleas and explaining yourself, over-explaining yourself, by the way, when Jayla was confronting you. And then in a car with Rolly, it's a completely different story. And then she tried to switch it up, right? Natalie tried to switch it up when she was with Rolly, telling a completely different story than what happened. She's like, oh, yeah, Jayla is mad at me because I didn't jump in her and Big Lex's fight. You're a liar. Jayla confronted you about the club because she was actually getting jumped and tag teamed in a club by 3 different people. That's when she expected you to have her back and not just sit there and watch her get jumped. Every OG, not every OG, but the OGs jumped in for Jayla when Jayla was getting jumped. Even Ivory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even Tinkerbella. Anna, Scotty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't on that, though. So, it's like Natalie gets in the car with Rolly, and she's literally lying, telling Rolly, like, oh, yeah, she wanted me to jump in her and Big Lex's one-on-one. She never said that. She was, girl, I'm not gonna play with Natalie, her lying ass, okay? Chill. So let's go ahead and get into it. So she has a completely different energy in the car with Rolly talking about Jayla than she actually had in Jayla's face. Girl, I'm not gonna lie though, she was roasting Jayla, girl, eating her up a little bit. She said, girl, I'm not gonna jump in a one-on-one, like, nobody jumped you, it was a one-on-one. It might have felt like 50 bitches was jumping you. Oh my God. Natalie is not right. And then Natalie is like, how am I supposed to be the CEO of Baddies and y'all want me to jump in on your fights? Yeah. Keyword, CEO. You're the CEO of Baddies. Ain't you supposed to lead by example? Like, you can't be picky, choosy, and be the CEO of Baddies. You're supposed to be like the HBIC of it. And then my thing is, if you want to be the CEO and the executive producer, why are you season after season after season continuously announcing yourself as a cast member? Every single time the cast photos drop, Natalie is on the flyer for the returning cast. Why are you on the show? Like, stop lowering yourself to a cast member's level, and then when the cast members expect you to, you know, like, you're the CEO, but you're also a cast. Like, if you're the CEO, girl, get behind the camera. It's not that hard. Get behind the camera. You can still be an EP and stir shit up behind the scenes. Ciao. And here goes Scotty on the Sprinter on the way to hiking, crying again. Girl, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for her. Like I said, I will never deny the fact that it's a sad situation, because it really is. And I feel like I've been speaking on this for a long time. Since I started my channel, I've been speaking on about how Natalie treats Scotty like pure dookie. She treats her like Dookie Ben, and she's so jealous of her. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand how that can take a toll on somebody. But Scotty continues to be friends with Natalie. You don't have to be friends with her. Like, you already know, no shade, you have a guaranteed spot on the show. That's probably why Natalie is so mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a guaranteed spot on the show. Why are you continuing to kiss ass and defend Natalie and stick up for Natalie? Even at the end of the episode, during her final thoughts, she was like, Natalie, I still fuck with you. What do you mean? How many times does Natalie have to show you her true colors for you to love yourself enough to walk away from that friendship? But you're not doing it. So it's hard to feel bad for Scotty. Like I said, I hate to see Scotty cry, and I hate to see her so hurt over Natalie in their friendship, but she continues. It's just like when your homegirl is in a relationship and you know what I mean, like her man is cheating and treating her bad, and it's just like you can only give so much advice. You can only feel bad so much until you're just like, do you like this? Like, you like being treated like this? Like, you can't, baby, you know what I mean? Like, it just gets to a point. And Scotty continues to let Natalie do what she do and forgives her. And Natalie, of course, I don't know, girl. I don't think that Scotty don't got no respect for herself, in my opinion. I feel like Scotty does not respect herself. There's no way that she does. There's no way that she respects herself and she continues to be friends with somebody like Natalie. Girl, please. Like I said, it's sad, but it's hard to feel sad for her. Child. Anyways, but you know, y'all want an opportunity and perks, so y'all deal with the unloyal-ish and mistreatment of a 40-year-old phony who pretends to be y'all friend, but then get on camera and start crying about how fake she is. Girl, please. So the girls meet at the top of the hill to get some things off their chest after they hike. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you know, the girls are saying their final thoughts and doing their outros. Honestly, girl, some of the girls go back and forth. Like Biggie and Nunu go back and forth. Anna and Nunu ended up going back and forth. Nobody Natalie addressed Summer for being sneaky and trying to sneak Scotty and putting her in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? So they're just getting things off their chest. But again, no face was caught. So it's just like, y'all, it's just arguing for no reason. But I feel like Natalie addressing Summer was definitely needed. Because if Natalie wasn't behind Scotty getting snuck and wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that did put Natalie in a weird position, because it's like, girl, like you using me and trying to hug me to get to somebody else. So that puts me in a bad position. So I understand why Natalie confronted Summer, and I feel like that was needed. But, you know, like I said, girl, it's final thoughts. And girl, that was it. Nunu, Summer, and Pretty P got changed. Summer. Summer's chain was not in the box, y'all. But, you know, Summer is still stunting her baddie chain to this day. Summer got a baddie chain, so all is good. She got her chain. It's all good, child. It was a keto. Girl, that's it.
Yours, damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you.